Okay, we want to find the general term for this sequence we're given, and we want to then, after we write the general term, find the seventh term. Okay, so when I look at this, my first question always is, I'm looking at this sequence, what does it have in common? Well, we can see, if you look at this, you should be able to see that each number I times by 2. So if I times 1/2 by 2, I get 3. 3, I get 6. 6, I get 12. But you'll notice the sign changes. So my common ratio is actually -2 because that's going to allow me to change my sign every time. So not only am I timesing by 2, but I'm timesing by -2. So that's going to be important. So when I rewrite this, I am going to put out front A1 is 1.5, right? Now this number here, in here, doesn't want me to write, is -2. And make sure you put it in parentheses. So this is our general term right here, okay? So we figured out what is happening between each two. Well, we're timesing by -2. And then we got our leading term outside our first term. That goes out front. Now to find the seventh term, so I want to take this and I want to find the seventh term. So then I'm going to come up here and this is going to become a 7, which means then this is actually what? This is to the 6th power. Now it is important, a couple things when you put this into your calculator. First of all, the negative has to be in parentheses because anything to an even power, that's going to give me a positive number, right? My sign changes. Make sure you're doing this. So I'm going to show you something on your calculator. If I put in -2 to the 6th, I will get -64. That's not right. You have to put in parenthesis -2 to the 64 because this should be a positive number. Okay. Remember the general rule with negatives is that if this is an even exponent, it will be a positive answer. If it's an odd, it'll be a negative. It matters if you have parentheses or not. These are always going to be in parentheses when you put them in because the whole ratio, in this case the -2, I want that carried because that's what's going to flip my sign back and forth. Without the parenthesis, the sign stays constant. Make sure you do this first, then after you do, remember order of operations, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, exponents come first, then I'm going to multiply. So my last step is going to be times by 1.5. So then my answer is 96. This is 96. So a couple of caveats here. Remember your parentheses. Make sure you times by that leading term last. Do not do -2 times 1.5 and then take that to the 6th. Okay? Order of operations. Please, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That matters here. Really easy to make that mistake. You're concentrating on this new notation. Don't forget the old stuff. So I really wanted to point that out so that as you're working these, you don't keep wondering, why is it going wrong? Well, if you're not following order of operations, it won't work. So just a heads up there.